Ladies and gentlemen, now it is a moment to invite His Excellency, the Governor of Kericho, Professor Paul Chepcoin, please.
The Ambassador representing Kenya in this great country, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Jamge. I have greeted you in the tongue of the Kipsigis people who are based in Kericho. I would like to start by saying that I feel greatly honored to stand before you this evening, and thank you, Cheng, for this opportunity. When I was given this topic to talk about investment in Kenya, and at the tail end I talk about investment in Kericho, I felt that there would be no better topic than this to share with you this evening. Kenya, as you've heard from His Excellency the Ambassador, is on the rise. And I'm here to give you every reason why you should invest in Kenya. A few weeks ago, I was with His Excellency the President in Milan for an expo where we showcased the best of Kenya. And right now, Kenya is constructing roads massively. You can get to any part of the country than ever before. For the first time in over 100 years, we are going to have a standard gauge railway. In ICT, which is a concurrent function, now there are Huduma centers with Wi-Fi, by the way. You can go to Kenya and in the middle of any village, you can access the internet and do business. Tell me which part of the world you would find such facilities on average nearly everywhere. If you look at the number of banking institutions, and I want to zero in on international banks, Kenya is leading in the region. And there's a revolution in the banking sector, but especially I would like to talk about money transfer as a separate issue. There's a phenomenon called M-Pesa. It's a brainchild of Kenya. You can transfer money through your mobile phone from any part of the globe. I've just transferred money to Kericho from here. Between the time I started and now, I've just transferred money from my phone. This is a revolution. The country is investing heavily in energy generation. And the new frontier now is energy that is sourced from underground geysers. We will be getting a lot of megawatts from alternative sources as well. Solar, wind, and all these together will drive the Kenyan economy and give investors an opportunity to want to come to Kenya. Before, power was very expensive. Now it has come down. It used to be 70,000 Kenya shillings to pull power to your house. It came down to 35,000 with only 1,000 shillings plus you can get power in Kenya. You can see those are leaps, those are not baby steps. And then, of course, our president is aggressively marketing the country. He's been all over. The other day he was in the United States of America, he was in Italy. He's been all over the place. And then, of course, Kenya thrives in service industry. We do not have gold. We do not have oil. But what we have in abundance is human resource that is very hospitable. Back to Kericho. What do you know about Kericho? I'm the governor of Kericho. If you did not know, ladies and gentlemen, before you came to the United Kingdom, you began your journey in the Garden of Eden, which is Kericho. If you studied your history, there used to be Kenyapithecus. Those two were Adam and Eve combined. Kericho is very interesting. It is the most international county in Kenya, the most cosmopolitan, the most culturally diverse. Let me tell you how I know this is true. Kericho is the second home of the Sikh community in the whole world. The Sikh community, the second home is called Kericho. If you go to Birmingham, you will see Kericho all over the walls of Birmingham. I visited Babaji many times. Kericho town is the second city in rural Kenya after Eldoret. There is no other city town outside Nairobi and Mombasa and Kisumu. But what are the characteristics of a city? Number one, it must have a cathedral. Kericho is the only rural town with a cathedral. Therefore, it qualifies to be a city. In fact, I should withdraw the qualification of Kisumu as a city because it doesn't have a cathedral. In terms of the cultural diversity, Kericho is one of the biggest mosques in the country. It has one of the biggest Hindu temples in the country as well. Unilever, Finlays are British companies that have set base in Kericho for the last over 100 years, and they are not about to leave. It tells you we take care of our investors seriously. In fact, I came to Bristol the other day to come and ask for our dividends, which we invested in 1932. Were you even born? Ochieng? Has Kisumu invested anything here? And I saw there was very good money, and in fact, they're already writing checks for us. True. During those days when we were called Nyanza County Council, and by the way, it has been a misnomer that Nyanza is Kisumu and beyond and not Kericho. Actually, Nyanza is Kericho. It's the end of the Rift Valley and the beginning of Lake Victoria region. So we are the proper Nyanza, if you did not know. By the way, before Queen Victoria arrived in Lake Victoria properly, she reached Kericho first. Another very interesting thing about Kericho is we get our water from the virgin Mau forest. Our water is drunk directly from the taps. No chlorination, directly. We are home to the biggest black forest elephant. Since we came into being as, and I'm about to finish the lecture now, I'm a professor and I know people are already suffering from hypoglycemia. They're about to sleep. Since the coming into place of county governments, we've since reorganized Kericho. And in terms of growing our economy, we've said we will use a two-pronged approach. We will attract international investors, but we will also empower local investors. And our emphasis is DDI. Say DDI. Again, direct domestic investment. For anything that we do for the farmer, we do it all the way to the end. We call it value addition. If it is dairy, we begin with free AI. Through that program, we have 14,000 free calves to people of Kericho. Free. You just wait for your cow. Someone comes to serve it. 9 months later, you have a free calf. We take care of all the animals plus the free calves through free dippings. Again, free dipping. Then, we've had increased milk production. Then we provided coolers for the farmers. And we said we are vaccinating our animals against East Coast fever. And the best and high quality meat of any animal from Kenya is from Kericho. No ticks on the skins of our animals. When you go to crop husbandry, value addition, and I want to tell you something you did not know, especially those of you from Kenya. I know you've been told Kericho is only producing tea. No. We produce more sweet potatoes than any county in Kenya. Courtesy of Sakoma. Perez and Ocheng are here. And we said we will help them add value. If you've seen some bitings, courtesy of Sakoma. And we built the first ever packing house in Africa for curing and processing sweet potatoes so that they can survive in the high seas for more than 6 months. We are the leading producer of sugarcane, coffee, pineapples, and incidentally, anything that comes from Kericho is very sweet. But why? I'm a chemist now, I can tell you as a professor. Conditions around Kericho are very optimal. Humidity is optimal, pH is optimal, rainfall is excess, and plants don't have to be stressed, so they get the best of everything. And I can tell you, then of course, tea. Insecurity in Kericho is near zero. Since I became governor, not a single bullet has been fired. And when you come to invest in Kericho, we will waive property taxes, we'll develop investment, we'll provide infrastructure around your investment, roads, water, electricity, and Wi-Fi, anything that is necessary. I wish I had all the time. But ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the county government of Kericho. And come and enjoy the best environment. When you step in Kericho, just for a day, 10 years are added to your life. God bless you.